Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Stan Grauba. It's my pleasure to have the head coach of Nicholls State University's football program, Tommy Rybacki, with me as we talk a little bit about the big game this Saturday against Houston Christian. Hi, Coach, and a big congratulations on the win last week against McNeese State.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Houston Christian, an opponent that you have 2-2, you are in conference play. Houston Christian, as it stands right now, 2-6 on the year. Talk about the things that you're going to have to do to beat Houston Christian, a team that honestly we don't know a whole lot about. We'd like for you maybe to explain a little bit about what we might see out of that team on Saturday.
Yeah, Houston Christian, Coach Becknell has been there for a few years now, and they've really set up a system on offense and defense of what they like to do. When you look at their team this year, very spread offensively, guys split all the way to the sideline. They like to try and run the ball downhill and then throw the RPO game and vertical passing game off of it. When you look at them on their offense, the challenge is going to be containing the running back. They got the leading rusher in the conference, Zayshawn Edwards, who is an outstanding freshman for them and running for nearly 6 yards per carry. So that'll be a challenge for us defensively. And then when you look at their defense and how offense matches up, they're very multiple 3- and 4-man fronts, like to give you a variety of different looks. And they've been playing some pretty solid defense throughout the year, only giving up about 5 yards a play, which is pretty average. And so it'll be a challenge about putting together a good game plan and being able to go out there and execute it so that we can play our style of football on Saturday.
Coach, on the high school level, I know the coaches worry about homecoming week. It is homecoming week for Nicholls State University. Does that present any problems related to logistics or having the kids' mind on the game related to that game this upcoming Saturday?
Of course, there's going to be certain distractions in any game, and I think our team has done well to be able to manage those distractions in home games. If you look at the opener with all of the things that were going on, playing on week 0, playing on ESPN2, I thought our team did a great job of managing that. Then you look a week ago with it being the breast cancer awareness game, Hall of Fame game, 05 reunion game. There's a lot of things that were going on around the game that our team was able to draw focus towards the task at hand. And I think the same thing will be true this week. There will be things. Homecoming is very exciting. It's a great opportunity for people to come back to Nicholls and see each other and be around the football team. But our team will be focused on the task at hand, which is ending Saturday with a victory.
Quarterback Deuce Hogan banged up a little bit. You had Ian Rodriguez step in and do a really fine job this past week. What's the situation there and with other injuries related to this upcoming game?
Yeah, so we'll look at our game plan and see what gives us the best opportunity to be successful on Saturday. And then, that's what we're going to go with. Ian and Deuce are two different style players. Deuce, more of a pocket passer, game manager type player who can spread the ball across the field to all different receivers and things. And then Ian brings a different dynamic with his ability to run the ball. And so they are complementary to each other. Our job is to figure out what gives us the best opportunity to win and then go that way.
The running back position, and I don't think it's an injury situation. It's actually fun to watch when you go from Brock, then you go to Lee, then you go to Warren, then you go to Adu. I mean, you got kids who can play back there. Is that just a matter of a rotation that allows those kids to be fresh, or were there a couple of kids who sort of got dinged up in that game against McNeese?
No, without a doubt, it's about keeping them fresh and giving – those guys need touches. They're all good players, and they need to touch the football and be able to make plays when they get it. And so there's a combination of, Shane Lee in the game, Brock out, Brock in the game, Shane Lee out. And then we got a lot of stuff where they're both in the game at the same time. And so it's just about getting the guys in positions where they can make plays.
Scrappy Osby, unfortunately, didn't finish that game against the McNeese. What happens with that? Is that where he was just sort of disqualified for the rest of that game and he's ready to go to this upcoming week? Because I do know that you're sort of slight at the wide receiver position with some guys being injured. How does that all work?
Yeah, unfortunate situation with Scrappy during the game. And, he felt terrible after. He knew that, getting the 15-yard penalty doesn't help the team, and then also him not being available. And he's he's an outstanding young man who does things the right way. And so he's excited to get back out there and get in the lineup. From my understanding, because it happened in the first half, he missed the first half and the second half of that game. He should be able to return, but I will make sure we get clarification on that.
Very good. Simply put, what will it take to beat Houston Christian this upcoming Saturday for homecoming?
Yeah, we need to play Colonel football. We need to, on offense, move the ball down the field and score points, and then defensively stop. We got to control the running game so that we can get into some third downs and get off the field, and also capitalize on opportunities to take the football away. We got to play with great passion and energy and heart like we did the last week. And, we do those things, we'll put ourselves in position to win the game.
Want to remind everybody out there that that is this Saturday, 3 o'clock start time for that game. Hopefully no weather situation like we had last week, as the Colonels will be taking on the Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, of Houston Christian. Coach, we wish you the best. We hope that everything turns out well. Again, congratulations on the win. And I would say this from the standpoint, sometimes we talk and people will ask me, when you have to talk to Coach Rybacki and has a few losses in a row, is that tough? I said, no, because he's a very positive person. Not only that, because I think we all understand the situation in some of those games. You guys still play hard. You still play tough. We appreciate that. And I think that's why this win over McNeese is so gratifying. Again, we hope you do well against Houston Christian this upcoming Saturday.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
That's it. Again, Coach Tommy Rybacki, the head coach of Nicholls, as they take on Houston Christian this Saturday at John L. Guidry Stadium. Got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.